the protocol as we speak.
Are you willing to discuss with me what tests were done?
I
Again,
don't-
I cannot obtain that
I don't.
information on
not
my
a,
own.
I'm not a nurse, Your Honor. I don't know the name of the test. I don't. Like I said,
don't-
I've never had this
Let me
happen.
clarify that. That was a pretty ambiguous question. So, you reported symptoms as that's what you're telling me, right?
Correct.
And you're saying some tests were done?
I mean, that it's obvious. I mean, why can't it be verified with the nurse?
I have to verify it with you. The nurse will not provide me with this information.
But the jail can, because they control the movement. They control all inmate movement. I can't just go from my cell to a HSU.
Inmate movement is not the issue
It's
at the
HIPAA, I
moment.
think, right?
But I'm saying, how can I tell you, how can I answer what you're asking me? It doesn't make sense. We all understand that the jail itself controls the movement of the inmates. That's common sense, Your Honor.
I'm not here to talk
I
about
can't-
inmate
I can't
movement
just-
at the
I can't
moment. What
just
I'm
walk to
asking
the
you is,
HSU.
do you believe you were tested for COVID?
I obviously was tested for COVID. I would not be on the protocol if I was not.
Do you know
The
what
nurses-
type of test? Was it an oral swab, a nasal swab?
It was a nasal swab.
All right. Do you know when the results of that test will be back?
From my understanding, Friday. That's what I was told by the doctors. I would have to be at least on this protocol until the results come back, which
Were you-
he said the earliest would be Friday.
Were you offered a rapid test?
They said they do not do the rapid test.
So you weren't offered a rapid test?
They said they don't do them.
If one can be obtained, are you willing to submit to a rapid test?
I'm not willing to submit to anything right now until we take care of the issues that's at hand. I mean, I've already been placed on the protocol. Frankly, I'm very afraid right now because I don't know what's going on. This is new to me. Like I said, I'm fully vaccinated, Your Honor. I've been fully vaccinated since 2021. And so for this to just be sprung on me now to say this could possibly be a COVID thing, I've had people close to me that have passed away from COVID. I'm afraid as hell, Your Honor. That's the reason why I submitted the ICF for the adjournment. I was thinking at least until I can get the results, at bare minimum. I don't think I'm asking something that's
Sir,
impossible for
if
Your
I
Honor to
can
grant.
make arrangements to have a rapid test brought to you and administered, are you willing to submit to that test?
Not at this time.
Why not?
Not at this time.
Why not?
Why can't I get the results for the test I already took?
But you're telling me you're scared, you're
Yes,
fearful?
I am.
But you don't
very.
want to take a test that might
I
tell you
took
today?
I took the test that he gave me.
And
if
you're
he
telling me
felt-
that test result won't be available to you until at least Friday?
At least Friday, that's what I was
So
told.
tomorrow.
I was told that I would be
Sorry,
placed
day
on this
after.
protocol until the results came back. The earliest that the results would be back would be Friday.
So that sounds like, to me, I think that's what they call a PCR test.
I have no idea, Your Honor. I
Okay.
have no idea what it's called. Like
Let
I
me
said,
ask
I've
you-
never had COVID. I don't know the test names. I don't know what they call them.
I'm generally familiar with some of the testing for COVID. There are tests that can be what we call rapid tests, or what are called rapid tests, that are available. And then there's these other tests which take a few days. Again, I'm not a scientist, but I think the general belief would be sometimes the rapid tests are accurate, sometimes they're not. Sometimes people test negative when they're really positive. It just kind of depends on the circumstances. But it's my understanding a positive test would be pretty accurate. And then there's other tests that take a few days for the results to come back. It really depends on the lab that's being utilized, et cetera. I'm asking you once again, if a rapid test can be obtained, are you willing to take a rapid test?
How would that be obtained? How would it be obtained?
I would
was
work
told,
with
I can only go by what was told to me, because when I was brought in there and they told me that they had to test me for COVID, I was immediately like, what do you mean you have to even test me for this? What is this about?
Well,
I had
didn't
a
you report
lieutenant.
symptoms to them?
Excuse me, Your Honor. I had a lieutenant
Chill.
and 2 officers present when I was asking all these questions. Why do I need, what's going on with this? Why is this? Why is this? Why is that? Because I didn't understand. Immediately in my head, I started to get afraid when they said they had to even test for COVID.
Well, were you reporting being sick and symptoms prior to them asking you to test?
Yes, I've told multiple officers. I didn't know what it was at first because it started with fatigue, with me feeling very fatigued. And I said, man, I don't know if it's just me being tired, or that's what I initially thought it was. Maybe I'm just a little exhausted. But I said, no, anybody knows their body. I said, this got to be something more, because I'm really, I don't even have an appetite. Then when I'm trying to eat, I can't taste anything. That's what said, okay, now I need to put the medical sick
When did
card
you
slip in.
report these symptoms to the medical people or to even just a correctional officer?
A few days ago. Over the weekend is when I started to notice the fatigue. So I was telling officers, man, I don't feel good. I don't know if it's just I'm tired. Usually I don't just jump the gun and say something's wrong, because it could be anything. So
When did you report the loss of taste?
I reported the loss of taste last night.
And was it after that they told you they wanted to test you?
No, they didn't tell me till this morning that they wanted to test me.
What other symptoms are you reporting at this time?
That was it so far, just the fatigue.
There's a guy that
Loss
ran
of
over,
taste.
what, like 6 people or whatever during a parade?
Which is the reason why I was told that I had to take the test.
So this is also something that we see a lot.
Which I was told at that time also
Oh, and injured 62 people as
earliest
well.
my results would be Friday.
And you said at this point you're not willing to take a rapid test.
Well, they said this is the test that they do. The nurse was very clear in what he was telling me when he told me how the test, because like I said, there was a lieutenant and 2 officers right there while the whole thing was going on.
I understand
And-
all of that. I have a
and
very
I was-
specific question to
I
you,
was
sir,
asking
though.
them questions, and he specifically told me that this jail, this is the test that they do. They do not do rapid tests. I didn't even ask
She's
about
looping.
the test because I know nothing about
Or
the
he's
test.
looping.
This is what I was told. And after he told me that, I said, okay, fine, just do the test and I'll just sit on the protocol, because at first when he told me, you know you're gonna have to be on a protocol where you're isolated. I said, okay, fine, just do the test. I'd rather you do the test and make sure that I'm healthy than to just refuse the test and just say, I'll just wait to see if I get better or something like that. So I said, yeah, just go ahead. And that's what I was informed. Friday would be the earliest that I would get the results back, and I would be placed on a protocol which is called isolation, where I'm not allowed out of my cell.
Anything else, sir, you think I need to know about this issue as I consider your request?
No, at this time, I'm just telling you what I know. Multiple officers were there. They can tell you the same thing that I'm telling you now. Like I said, Lieutenant Chamberlain was there. 2 officers were there.
Any objection if I talk to any of them to confirm what you're saying?
Absolutely not.
Any objection if I need to ask the jail administrator about, or anyone else at the jail about the protocols and what's available for testing?
Absolutely not.
Given any information about whether anyone else in the facility is experiencing COVID right now?
I wouldn't know that. I wouldn't know who. I'm in the mental health medical pod as it is.
So no information's been provided to you that there's like either a lockdown or some type of a restriction due to any like concern over COVID at this
I
time?
I would never have that information, because like I said, I'm limited in the pod that I'm in. I have no interaction with any other inmates, and my interaction with staff is pretty limited.
All right, thank you. I appreciate that additional information. I know, sir, what I've provided to you is generally the, for employees, I fully recognize that the jail may have different protocols just because of it being in a correctional facility, and inmates are, of course, or can be very close to one another. And so I don't want to presume that this is exactly what they
What are we watching?
follow.
This guy
So I'd
ran,
like
I guess,
for
a
them
van
to
and
tell me
killed
what
6
their
people and
protocols
injured like 60
are
more,
as I
and he's
consider
decided to
this
represent
request.
himself in his court case.
At the moment, I told you this earlier, you're not within 6 feet of anyone else in this courtroom. And I believe that provides ample protection for the other people in this courtroom. As I consider this request, you've provided information to the court. You've been able to tell me the symptoms that you are reporting, your understanding of the protocols, and despite you
What
reporting
is happening? I
fatigue,
don't know, Wakashuka?
I
Whatever the
know
fuck?
I don't know if you're standing or
Wakashuka.
sitting on the chair. I can't quite tell. It appears like you're standing, but maybe leaning over the table. Knee on the chair, okay, but you've been able to very clearly, coherently make your position known to the court at this time, and I appreciate that. Let me ask Attorney Opper if there's anything you would want to provide or state at this time regarding this request.
Yes, Your Honor, a couple of things. Number one, we believe this is nothing more than a further delay tactic by Mr. Brooks. I can advise the court, as an officer of the court and as an offer of proof, that he is.
How could that even?
Attorney Opper interrupt you when you were talking?
Well, I respectfully object to
You
that.
can object, your objection's noted, but you need to let her state what she needs to state. I will give you an opportunity to respond. I'd encourage you to use
that is
paper and a
ridiculous, Your
pen
Honor.
to write down. That's the rules of decorum in the courtroom, sir. We generally avoid interrupting one another so that, number one, the record can be clear, and perhaps most importantly, because that is a sign that we all understand that this is a place of dignity. It is a place of
Is there a way to
respect.
flip
It
a
demonstrates
blueprint, like mirror it?
that, frankly, a willingness on the participants to conduct themselves appropriately. It avoids creating disorder or
No
disruption.
shot.
So
Oh my
I will
God,
give you an
thank God.
opportunity to respond, but you need to give Attorney Opper an opportunity without interruption. Go ahead, Attorney Opper.
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, again, we believe this is a delay tactic in line with the defendant's behavior since about the August 25th or 26th motion hearing. I can advise the court, as an officer of the court, that Mr. Brooks has been saying for the last several weeks in his recorded jail calls to his mother and others
Uh-oh.
that he's going to get this trial delayed or adjourned or
Uh-oh.
pushed back. This behavior, again, on the 11th hour is 100% consistent with that. I believe that if the court wanted more information from the jail administrator, she is present and could provide that information. I believe Mr. Brooks has waived any HIPAA privacy rights he may have
Hippo?
in that regard and indicated
Hippo?
that to the court. And also, I believe she would be able to provide information if the
Shut
court ordered her
up,
to do
Destiny.
so.
Fuck.
I believe that even if he is on COVID protocol, it will have zero impact on his ability to prepare for this case. As we've learned already, and I'm prepared to make a further record, he has all of his discovery materials within the confines of his jail cell. He has a tablet made available to him in the confines of his own jail cell, and he has the ability to use a conference room in his pod. I don't believe the COVID protocol would interfere with his ability to access that conference room whatsoever. But again, I could verify that.
But you
with the
also
jail
you
administrator.
also kind of
The court
misspoke,
thinks
so
that's an appropriate fact. The fact that he claims to have started reporting symptoms as far back as the weekend, we're probably right up
What does the
against
weekend have to
5
do with
days
this?
right now. If he started this on Saturday, which I don't believe there's any record of, we're at 5 days right now. And certainly the court's offer to,
I never once said.
Mr. Brooks,
I never
you have
said.
an
I never.
opportunity
No,
momentarily.
No,
You
I
need to stay
respectfully
quiet.
object to that because that has no merit.
Mr. Brooks,
I-
it's not
she
your
said-
time
no,
to speak.
no, I respectfully object.
rage.
I never reported saying
And
what
I got
day. I never
Jewel?
said a day. And if you saying she's saying she has jail phone calls, well, why aren't they present? Why can't they be verified by sworn affidavit and brought into this court to be shown that this is a
Ooh.
delay tactic, as you say it is?
Ooh.
How come it can't be shown by sworn affidavit? Can
Did
you
she
provide proof of
submit
that?
All
those?
right, Mr. Brooks, I've given you a little
Just
bit of
like-
leeway
just like you're
because we
saying
are outside the
that I've
presence
waived
of the
something,
jury.
I haven't
Where's my
given
bliss?
consent to waive anything. I've simply told the judge that I had no issue with her verifying with the jail that this protocol is in effect and that I was in effect tested for COVID-19. How could that be a delay tactic? If that was a delay tactic, why would I even need to be tested and placed on the protocol? Why does everybody have to have on masks to bring me down here?
All right, Mr.
Is
Brooks,
there no-
I've
is there
given,
no verification?
Mr. Brooks, I'm gonna warn you now that you have interrupted a couple of times.
Uh-oh.
You interrupted
I have to
Attorney
be able-
Opper
I have to be
twice.
able to speak up,
You're
Your
now
Honor.
interrupting me yet again. We all were polite
Ooh,
and had you
Zyra.
provide
That was not
information.
polite, that was
That's
abuse.
at
That
least the
was
third
abuse.
interruption of this court.
That was abuse by the prosecution. That was abuse.
Mr.
To-
Brooks,
to
let me
sit- to
finish.
sit- No, because that's,
So
I
he
would
now
not,
he's
I would not
outright
sit here.
refusing to listen.
I
Oh,
would
He's
no.
not sit
outright
here. I would
talking
not-
over
no,
me
I didn't
at the
refuse
moment.
anything. I didn't refuse
Mr.
anything.
Brooks, we are at
I'm
the
not
point
gonna,
yet
I'm
again
not gonna
where I
sit.
will put you in the other courtroom because
And
you
I
are
don't
not
consent,
able.
I don't consent to being removed. I have not waived the right to be present, and I don't agree with that.
Mr. Brooks,
Does the
I
record
have
reflect?
provided
does
you
the-
on multiple occasions and
That's
it's,
a good comp.
should be in front of you,
No,
and
I
if
don't
not,
think-
Dude,
I
where's
don't-
my
I don't
fucking blitz?
acknowledge that.
Okay, I'm just gonna have it on the screen.
I
Fabric
haven't
in.
agreed
you
to
have been
it, and I
advised
haven't
on
given
multiple
consent of it.
occasions that you need to abide by the standards of courtesy and decorum for the courts of Wisconsin. Because you are a litigant, you're both a named defendant, you are now acting as your own attorney by
I'm not a named
representing
defendant.
yourself.
I don't recognize the name
That all of the
this
rules
state
of courtesy and
put on
decorum
their
apply to
complaint. I don't
you.
recognize that name, Your Honor. That is not
Supreme
who I
Court
am.
Rule 62.02 details many
Looks like
of
I'm
the
gonna be playing
requirements
some sort of Dragon Mancer
for
combo.
for courtesy and decorum. I've referenced a couple of them on multiple occasions, including that
So I have the right
sub
one. I
one,
need that
sub
for
F of
Dragon Mancer. I need
62.02.
Cavaliers.
That proper conduct
Potentially
and
Rel.
attire is
I already sold
expected
her,
within
so
the
that's
courthouse and,
Sag. There's another Rel.
where-
Don't really need her.
where possible,
Oh.
individuals, including yourself, right, are to refrain from creating disorder and disruption. Sub H, you're supposed to conduct yourself in a manner which demonstrates sensitivity to the necessity of preserving decorum and integrity of the judicial process. You have been advised multiple times, sir, of the expectation that this court has that you conduct yourself in a civil manner. You've been advised multiple times that this court will not tolerate disruptions, interruptions, that when you do that, you run the risk of forfeiting your right to be present in the courtroom. As you know, I have available the courtroom next door that's connected to the
I don't think that's
holding
open.
area. It is connected by
Took a little
audio and
damage,
visual
alright.
means. It provides you an opportunity
Guild,
to
huh?
meaningfully participate by also giving the court the opportunity to control the decorum, to control the disruptive behavior, because primarily your disruptive behavior is repeated interruptions of this court, talking over this court, now talking over the prosecutor. I appreciate that you have not interrupted me for quite some time. So at this point, though, I need to warn you that further interruptions may very well result in you being removed to the other courtroom where you would participate by audio-visual means.
Damn. She could use the
At this
mute button.
time,
He's gonna
I
get
would
Discord
like to
muted.
hear from the court administrator, especially as it relates to the protocol. Did I say the court administrator?
That's all right.
That's okay. We're in court, and I would like to hear from the jail administrator. Thank you very much. Just to get
She
some general
misspoke.
information,
God, I wish she would just drop one.
and
Your Honor,
perhaps
you
even
did
some
just
specific
misspeak, so.
information regarding the,
Just one. He just has to drop one of those to win the whole case.
since he indicated I could verify all of this information with either the lieutenant or others who were present. So I believe we have Angela Wallenhaupt here, if she would come up to the witness
No
stand.
Dragomancers.
I don't
Tempest.
want to mix issues,
Guardians.
but
Could
the inmate
go.
communication form from September
I'm not
28th
gonna get the opportunity.
also still needs to be addressed by the court, and I think the
Think
jail administrator may have
that
some
might be a good
information
option.
relevant to that issue as well.
All right,
I think I'm just
thank
going
you. I have a
sword.
list of
Sword's
bunch
a
of things
solid
I want
option.
to,
Gives me a little variety.
Go over, and I'm gonna.
So, Your Honor, strictly just on clear, are
Ooh.
we addressing?
Baller
the issue
shot
right now?
caller, dude. Let's
I
go.
didn't get to the September.
Okay, so the real
inmate
question is, do I
communication form,
want
at some point during this
Infinity's
hearing, but right
Edge,
now I'm addressing
Jeweled?
the most recent inmate communication form that is dated October.
Probably
5,
not going to use Rel, so I'm
and that
probably,
addresses
even though I
your
should
request for
go
adjournment.
Rage Wing.
So
I should transition to
have you
Rage.
sworn in.
So I still need like
I'll
a
just
Zyra.
raise your
So
right
3-2
hand. You
is when I
solemnly
need to
swear
be
that
at
the testimony you're
level
about to give
6.
shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank
So I just
you.
need to ride out, start econing. Just take damage if it need be.
If
Feels
you're
like a
an
really
atheist and
strong
break that
comp,
oath, is it really
naturally, because it just gives
Should've-
my karma
Angela Wall.
like all the free shots.
Would you spell your last name?
WOLLENHAUPT.
Thank you. If you could please advise us on the record again of your job title and responsibilities.
I'm the jail administrator for the Waukesha County Sheriff's Department. I am head of the division in charge of all staff and inmate
I have a
issues.
solid peckroom.
No, you just got a super hell
I
when
don't
you
know why
die.
Blizz is being fucking lame.
Okay.
Could you provide information to the court on the general COVID protocol
wanna
within the
end
jail?
Judge, I would prefer
there you
not
go.
speak to the
Ooh,
operational
nice.
considerations
Ooh, nice.
with that. I can speak to the fact that there are different protocols that are put
That's
on
fine with
people
me.
for different medical or management reasons, which may have modifications to them. I can speak to the protocol Mr. Brooks has placed on, that it won't affect the area he is living in, nor access to areas that are not other inmate occupied.
That seems fair. I don't want to certainly put all of your operations on display. That's not necessary. But if you could speak to the specifics as it relates to Mr. Brooks's current situation.
So he would remain in his current cell housing location. He would have access to a conference room if he needed it, access to a telephone. And we would be able to, it's a safety security measure for him as well as our staff. And we can safely produce him for court.
Sick fucking.
When I hear the phrase being on a protocol, that to me could have more than one reason. Someone could have been exposed, someone could have tested, or someone could have reported symptoms that required testing. Would I be mistaken in any of those beliefs?
You are correct, Judge.
Would there be any other reasons for someone to be placed on a protocol, a COVID-19 protocol within the Waukesha County Jail?
No.
And would you tell me which one of those three options has
Nice,
prompted the
Rage.
COVID protocol for Mr. Brooks?
Give me a bow.
Judge, I have not reviewed his medical record prior to arriving here.
All right, fair enough.
Why the fuck are you here then?
Do you have an understanding of what that is?
Yes,
Based
however,
on information provided to you?
yes, however, he has
No,
not
we're
signed a release
transitioning off
allowing me
that.
to speak to the court. So if you're
So-
ordering me to speak to the court, I can speak to what my understanding is.
Let's go
Mr.
set
Brooks, I took your
here. Let's
statements
get a little bit of
earlier that
rage
you would
going.
not object to me asking jail staff about the current situation to verify the information you provided. Is that still correct?
Probably
I said that I wouldn't
Get-
have any issue with pertaining to myself. I don't know. I'm not speaking about anybody else in the jail. I'm not speaking about
that might have been bad.
what their
I could've gone
everybody's
IE.
situation is different.
That was kind of stupid of me.
Right, and I'm specifically referring to your situation.
It's all right.
The question was asked in,
Kind of a misplay on that, but
how does it pertain to me? It was pertaining to me, all the questions, which it came up when I said that there was a lieutenant and there were officers present when I took this test from the nurse.
Right, I'd like to verify the information that you're providing to me regarding what was reported by you.
I might not
tests
using Quicksilver
or
Sash. That
tests
might not
or
be the
tests
worst.
were administered and why you're on
Definitely
the
that.
protocol with the jail
Fuck,
administrator.
is that, like, so
First of all, do
tempting?
you understand what I want to ask her about?
Are you doing on the other channel for D&D? Yeah, I think I will today.
Did you hear what I said just now?
I do not understand.
But did you hear what I said?
Frankly, Your Honor, I think she would probably be the wrong person to be asking because she wasn't present.
You must understand then what I'm saying if you think she's not the person who would provide that
No, I don't
information.
understand.
So,
I didn't consent to understanding or agreeing to that. No, I did not.
I didn't consent to understanding that.
I took his statements earlier. I realize you don't have a written waiver as to be a verbal waiver of any privacy rights under HIPAA, and I am directing you to answer the question.
Ooh.
It was brought to my attention shortly before the lunch hour that he had made statements that prompted the medical department to follow up. As I said before, I have not reviewed the medical record. It is my understanding he was administered a test. He was also offered another test, to which he refused.
Do you have any information regarding whether this other test would have been a rapid test?
I believe it to be.
I think my Rakan's gonna be the
Do you
carry on
have
this one.
those tests available in the facility to offer to an individual?
I have one available right now.
Ooh.
Can I ask a question, Your Honor?
Of me or of the witness?
There it is, baby.
Go ahead, you can ask a question.
Let's
Ms. Wallenhoff,
swap over.
there were different types of tests available. Why wasn't I administered the correct test when I first was tested? Why would essentially I would be asked to take a test, take that test,
God, I
then
just
turn
need some
around
items on
again
her.
and be told to take a whole nother test? In my mind, that's almost like some type of ploy or something, some type of scheme. Why?
Sir, what's the question?
I asked the question, why would I not be given the correct test from the get-go instead of having to take two tests? If I've already taken
Mr.
one
Brooks,
test,
you have to give her an opportunity to answer, and you
I've
gotta
already-
ask one question at a time.
I just asked the question.
Can she answer it then?
Fuck, bro. If I would have killed that one, I don't think I would have killed him. It didn't matter.
I presume you do.
It's alright.
since you
I
asked the
econ
questions
perfect.
and
I
you
got my
asked
Zaya.
questions.
I need to get her to level 2, so I need to push 7 by the end of the wolves.
I'm sorry?
Limit your abuse?
Appreciate being
Fuck,
talked
that'd
to
be so
that way.
nice. I'm at the top. I'm not gonna get my
Your
fucking
objection
pick.
is noted. Go
That's
ahead.
gonna be taken. That's
What?
gonna be
This
taken.
judge is
For
so
not to answer that
nice.
question, he
Why?
states the wrong test. I don't know what he's speaking of.
I might just go
reviewed the
Zaya.
medical record.
Yeah, never mind.
Or
The test
I
was
almost want to say
administered,
wink.
Should I go?
to answer that question.
Fuck,
Or I guess
bro.
every judge has a different style.
Say the wrong
Jesus.
test.
Or maybe I'm like poisoned from like traffic court. Oh my god.
Why would I need to take two tests
I'll just do Rakan.
for the same
Better than
symptom?
that.
I went to court in Kansas City like 5 times because I kept trying to
Beyond
continue
the
it.
scope of this
My
wit-
well, I shouldn't say bullshit, but my traffic, my suspended license case. Dude, I remember one of the judges there. they threw out like 2 different defendants because of what they were wearing. Like they showed up to ask or whatever. I don't know if they were trying to ask for the case to be continued, but the judge like rescheduled their shit and told them to come back to their initial hearing just because of the clothes they had on. Jesus Christ.
Any other questions?
Nope.
Administrator?
But maybe it's not always like that. I don't know.
I don't think I was clear, or I didn't have clarity on the answer to that question. Essentially, what I'm asking is, why would I need to take 2 tests for the same thing? There shouldn't. If I'm taking a COVID test, why would I need to take another one?
I'm gonna object as to lack of foundation and beyond the scope of this witness's knowledge, Your Honor.
The objection is sustained. I'll
Ooh.
direct the witness. She does not need to answer that question. Next question, if you have one, please.
I still don't have clarity on that, Your Honor.
Oh no. Do you guys know the Chad Not Chud dude?
Is anybody else?
That's another guy that like
Outrage.
fucking hates me on Twitter. Oh, also, I'm not debating this
Zaya.
synth guy again. The last conversation I had was brain
Going
rotting.
Zaya. Kind of going Zaya has one.
Because I'm not providing a
Zaya.
product to investors, I won't be sharing expense breakdowns. I've even been advised by lawyers to keep everything close to the vest for legal and safety reasons.
Yes.
But I continue to consult with my lawyers and provide updates as appropriate. Charities also provide expense
other
breakdowns.
person's going Zaya, so-
dot.
And what are they? They're level 6 with top econ.
Oh fuck! I'm missing this guy's last tweet. I'm pretty sure he even says,
Bro, I just need
Sorry
fucking
for everybody who got
items on it.
scammed.
I'm so sad.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Don't yap me like that. What do you mean? No, leave. You're not allowed in here. This is us, the boys planning. Go away.
What? No,
Go
this is
away.
Great. I just want to hear what's going on.
Get him out of here. Make him leave.
Oh, all right.
I said yo, not yeah. So don't give me that sass.
Thank you. To not what?
I said yo, not yeah. So don't give me the sass.
Oh, sass.
Fuck,
You're saying
Yeah.
sass. You fucking breadbonger. God. Fuck.
I'm just saying it properly, mate.
I can't wait till I'm done with this fucking campaign because then the number of breadbongers I have to interact with on a daily basis goes from 1 to 0, and it's just gonna feel so good to be done with your
Oh,
life.
thanks. It's not on a daily basis, but it's like once a week, you know.
It feels
If
like it's
that,
every day.
thanks to you.
Is Nick on the right mic?
No, he's not.
Oh.
Yeah, there it is. Once
I,
again.
I think I am on the right mic. It's just fucked. I don't know.
Bassy.
Oh my god, maybe one of you can help me with it. It's always fucked. I've changed nothing, but it's different now all of a sudden.
What mic do you use?
The Blue Yeti one.
Oh, okay.
What's
I
wrong with
know.
it?
I don't know. I'm not sure. You tell me.
It sounds like you just have like the bass jacked up on the back.
Okay, let me check
On the
that.
back of the mic, maybe turn that down and then turn your regular volume up a little bit.
Dude, I'm just not getting
Or
any
it sounds
fucking
like you've got the
dude. I
gain
haven't got a
is too
single
high.
ball.
Gain, that's what I meant.
All game.
So turn the
Wait,
gain down,
actually
the
wild.
volume up on your computer. or
Well, I
something.
think I have the gain on nothing, but let me turn it all the way to the side. Is this not higher now, or is this lower
No,
now?
your gain is turning way up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you have it
it's
all the way
already
back?
it's already on minimum, yeah.
No. There's no shot.
Well, maybe is there some other setting that's fucking up? Maybe in Windows.
Yeah, there could be. Right click, sound. Right click the little volume thing. Go to sounds.
Actually,
Yep.
fucking way,
Go to
bro.
recording.
There's
Find the
literally no
microphone.
way.
Right click properties.
There's
see if
literally no
there's a
fucking
boost
way.
option
Okay, hang on.
under levels maybe.
Man, I'm just having a fucking good
I'm
one.
just
I
trying
am
to find
having
that.
such a fun game right now.
device
Oh my
properties.
god.
Additional device properties.
He just got
Microphone levels.
Oh!
So it's on 50.
There's not a
There is
boost
no-
thing.
I'm gonna actually.
No.
That's 100% a chalked game.
There. Take a picture of the back. You're lying. Something is wrong with the back of your mic. You've got the gain turned up. I don't believe you that it's your settings don't make any sense right now.
My phone's dead, so I can't take a picture.
Why is your phone dead?
All right, I'm gonna plug my phone now. I'll be back in a sec.
No, wait. Come back. Can you hear me?
Okay, I'm back. Yeah,
Okay,
I'm back. Yeah.
slowly turn the gain knob to the other side of what it is now.
Okay, slowly turning it up. We're just
Did we
moving it up
lose?
nice and slow. It's all
It's
good
actually
and
so
fine.
wild. It's
Turn it all the way
I
and
get
then
the
whisper.
first Zaya.
Okay, I'm
I
whispering.
swear,
never mind.
I'm
Turn it all the way
up
down,
on
turn it all the way
fucking
down, turn it all the way
levels
down, turn it all
on
the way down.
everybody.
Yeah, okay, it's all the way down.
Can't get it. Can't
Okay,
get another one.
on Discord,
Can't get a single
quick
other one.
user
Yes.
settings,
It's so fucking stupid.
Yes.
Voice
I don't
and video.
get it.
Yes.
I
Output
actually
device.
just
Underneath
my
output
mind is
volume. Where's your
boggled.
output volume at?
It's at about 105%.
Okay, turn that to 100, I guess.
Okay.
Makes
Done.
no fucking sense. Like
Is there an
how
independent
you're gonna get
volume
level 2.
knob?
I know you're gonna get level 2. You're gonna get it before me.
Do you have like a mixer?
You even have a champion duplicator.
Oh,
You're just
there is a
dumb fuck.
volume. There is a
Maybe
volume,
you
but
wanna
I
push
think
it
that's
up
for
to
the
3?
headphones if you plug it into the mic.
Weird,
I
but
think it is.
I just literally can't get a single.
I mean,
fucking
I know it
item.
might seem like I'm
I
stupid,
fucked
but I
up
have
having
looked into
on my
this and I
PC.
can't
should have
find.
I
Okay,
should have
unplug
ID on
it.
her.
Wait, tap your mic a few times. No, it's the right mic because it adjusted. Okay,
Does he
unplug
have
it and plug
echo
it back in.
cancellation on, you think?
No, unplug
Like,
it and plug it
that
back in.
Okay.
It's actually so fucking stupid. Now I'm in the predicament
Hello?
where I
Hello?
couldn't get a single
Oh,
fucking
again?
item
Okay, that was the
on
issue.
any carousel that was
Wait, that's
valuable.
better now.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
100% better now.
Now I have the option
Holy
of
shit.
getting
Really?
what I
can't
want.
believe I didn't try that.
Do you have
I'll
some
get
kind
this
of
Zoe.
software running on your computer for compression
Wait.
for OBS or anything like that? Or
Oh yeah, I'm still be able
I
to
do have an
it.
OBS filter, but OBS is turned off right now. But in the past, those settings do seem to sort of like pull through into other.
He is slobs.
So
Oh,
I mean,
God, I don't
it's
know.
just so
I
sad,
don't
bro.
know.
I literally
God,
went
you're just triggering
from
the fuck out of me.
He
for
calmed
everything,
out.
Nick. Why?
Jesus. Okay.
I just don't get it. I don't get it. I don't fucking get it.
Oh, what's going on? Wait, why?
The worst day. Well, because of this shit going on in the markets and work, so it's been fucking chaotic. For like
Dude,
2
the
weeks.
markets have been horrible. Oh, especially
Yeah.
in Bongerland. Actually, you guys are probably getting fucking.
Yeah, but it's
destroyed.
not just it's not just generally markets. Like the reason the Bank of England stepped in is because the pensions industry was fucked. Specifically for a thing that
yeah.
I'm having to deal
Totally
with, which
worth,
is
right?
leveraged bets getting collateral called. It's been fucking manic, and I'm meant to be going away for the weekend tomorrow.
Yeah.
And my flight's just been cancelled because Eurowings in Germany.
Are you still
on
having
strike.
like cascading like collateral calls and everything? Is that like still fucking everything up? You guys having to like who do you go to
The-
for capital? Like, do you have it on reserve or do you have to start borrowing or what?
No, it's like selling other assets to
Uh-huh.
fund the collateral calls on other parts of the strategy.
Gotcha. And there are people in charge of because I imagine that those decisions probably get pretty dicey. Yeah, like figuring out like what you're ready to unload.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and that's what I'm doing.
Oh
Making
shit.
those calls. But a lot of because we're just advising the trustees of pension funds, it's not just like I can make the decision. I have to make the decision, communicate it to the trustees.
I'm gonna
explain
I'm
explain
gonna
why,
rage. I'm
get
actually just
the
gonna rage. It's
trading
like
forms
it's such a stupid
authorized and
fucking game,
determined,
bro.
Huge compliance around it.
I'm actually
And then
unable
make
to
the
get a
sales,
3
and
Zaya
get the money
into
and
a
send it
milli-
to the
and
investment
single
managers
digit
to make the
HP.
collateral call.
Yeah.
And
What is like
sometimes-
your?
Baffling.
Usually you've got like 3 weeks to do that, but because it's moving so fast, we've
I'm
like,
just gonna
oh, we need the
econ.
money in like
There's
3
no
days.
way.
Yeah, yeah, that's
There's
what I was
not-
gonna
there's
ask.
no-
I was
not a
like, what's
single
like
way
the
I get
time
taken
frame
out.
on some of these collateral calls? Because if this is happening in like 24 or like 72 hours or whatever, oof, that's like a lot of shit that you're crunching in a very limited amount of time. Damn.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly that. So it's calmed
And then
down
the markets
slightly
are shifting
because the-
constantly, like on a fucking daily basis and everything too. That's gotta be exciting at least, right?
So what I should try to
yeah,
get.
sort of. But the Bank of England
IE would
stepped
be
in
nice on her,
to
but in reality, I should
control
have a
rates,
Sunfire
basically
on
to
that.
keep them steady. So it kind of like halted the.
Oh, he's going whispers.
Altered the
No, he's
mania.
not. He is
But,
kind of, but not really.
Now a lot of the funds are reducing their leverage limits, which means they're calling collateral for those reasons anyway, and it's just so it's kind of not ended, but it's been crazy. And then yeah, my flight's just been cancelled, so I'm just kind of fucked off to be honest.
Jesus.
Yeah. And now I'm gonna TPK and D&D, and it's like, oh, awful.
I think we just need to figure out what spells we're gonna cast to do all of like the scrying.
And I don't know
whatnot
what's going
in
on
what
with my
order,
fucking
right.
bullets. I hate not
all we
having
really
an
can plan
in-game
for,
thing
yeah.
where I
Well,
can
so here
actually
let's figure out
see
like
what I need.
what our goals are first. What are the goals for this?
Okay.
We need to kill
Got
both of
20
the people
gold
and
to-
get our mom.
Okay, that is we're going for mom.
We're going for mom.
Yeah.
Okay.
We gotta go for mom.
So I think somebody had a good idea, which is basically we can use disintegrate and fabricate to break through walls, or even to dig
Not a bad
underground.
choice.
Like I think if there's going to be a trap for us in the prison, right? And Neil's made specific reference before to trying to crush and/or drown us in a locked room. So I think that might be what's going to happen. Like the ceiling might collapse, and it might fill with water, and we're locked in, and we can't get out because there'll be some sort of teleport ward or dimension shifting ward at the same time. And we just die without a save.
No.
So I think going in an unexpected way, like I through a wall, might be
Tight,
good play
bro.
there.
I love
This
my
isn't the
life.
plan.
I just
okay,
love
yeah.
it.
I saw some plan about tunneling into Scoria's mountain.
Does my-
over
Yeah,
does
no,
this
not
shit
that.
even do
Okay, not
damage?
that, but
Not that.
tunneling into like the place. That sounds feasible, yeah.
So I also think that maybe literally just trying to work out where the like if we get a floor plan of the castle, or even just an idea of where these people sleep, you might be able to just like go in via the wall, like fly up
Yeah, fuck
there,
off,
disintegrate
bro.
the wall,
So
and go straight
stupid.
into their room,
Into which room?
like
Into
the
whatever
where
room
the-
they're in.
like the assassin or whatever.
Oh, so is our goal? What's like the order of operations here? Because if we kill
Probably-
people, I feel like